Okay, so I just booted crosscode. Okay, let me lower the volume so that you can hear me a bit better. I didn't go past the main menu. This is my first time looking at the game. I didn't even start at the game. And usually one of the first thing I do is I look at the options. Because I'm just that kind of guy. I don't like to leave everything default. I like to check the options and see stuff. But then I started to go through this and I realized, holy crap, okay. There's way too much to talk about because the granularity of these settings is insane. Like, it's not something I've ever seen. So, it starts off normal. Like, you have language, pause button, focus. That's pretty normal. Then now you have your music sound. Like, this is normal. And then it starts to get weird. So, skip tutorial. Not something I see. Typically, okay, what does it say? This is optional, should be skip. Yeah, okay. So, that's the kind of setting that I don't see, but it's nice to have. And then, confirm cutscene skip. Again, usually, what games do is they give you a system, but they make sure that you're still committing to it. Like, they don't necessarily put a setting to it. So the fact that you can turn this off is just interesting to me. And then text speed, I mean, it's common, but usually you have like at most like 3 levels. Here you have 10. That's insanely granular. But I guess you can do it for free, so it's not that impressive. But then you go to message padding, and it's just like, hold on, why would you need to waste the space around the text? So it's weird. And then this one, I literally had to look up what the frick this was saying. Apparently, SteelSeries, like pretty much most RGB product manufacturer, they ship bloatware that only works on Windows that allows you to control the RGB. The one from SteelSeries, from what I understand, the game can communicate with the bloatware crap to do stuff with your RGB. It's not something I care, obviously, because they never work on Linux. But once again, I want to emphasize how specific of a setting this is. Like, that's not cheap to add support for stuff like that. So I'm really curious how they eventually concluded that this was worth to add this. Like, it seems like to be one of the most niche feature. It's interesting. It's really interesting. Now, already this was interesting, but then I go to interface and holy shit. Essentially, none of the setting that I see here is something that I ever expect, except like a few. Like, you go, like, circuit info box side. I don't even know what okay, I know what an info box should be. Like, I think I know what they mean. But then I read the description. Size of the info box. So, is the size of a UI element. That's really weird that they give you a setting for this. But then it gets worse. You have a setting for a timeout on what I think they're saying is a tooltip, which is very specific. But then it gets even more granular. Enable the display in the equip menu. Like, I don't even know what this is, but I can just tell with the wording. Holy crap, what? And then there's a setting to toggle is what even? And then it keeps going. It keeps going. Like, you see that scroll bar right there? Yeah, that's a scroll bar. So it keeps going. There's 5 settings for notification updates. Okay, the point of this is I want to go through this in a video because there's way too much to say. Okay, so let's see. Small right sidebar. So yeah, I read this and it said a pixel size of 2. I think I'm going to see a setting called pixel size. Now, what I find interesting is I know this game is in pixel art. So are they seriously implying that you can customize the width and the height of a pixel? Like, what the frick? Anyway. New? No, is it mem? Yeah, mem outside. Okay, see, this is one of the settings that makes sense to me. Like, I could see why you would want to change this. But everything above is just, what the frick? It's either useful, like these, or so insanely specific that I'm really wondering what the heck am I about to play, such that these settings actually matter. And then, okay. Toggle notification. What the frick is this? Okay. These are notification toggle. What the frick? Wait, hold on a minute. Okay. The camera. Minimize quest window. Display only the name and progress of the quest in the favorite quest window. Why is that a setting? And why is the default... Oh, sorry. I have so many questions. By the way, I'm halfway through this. What the frick is this? Okay. Show finished task. Tick to show the task that was finished instead of as a quest. What the fuck? Like, okay, so here's the thing. Usually, these kinds of UI behavior, the game decides it at design. And no matter what they do, you usually just deal with it and it's not a huge deal. This one is like, it's just design sensible default. I assume they would be sensible default, I assume. But then allow you to toggle every single thing. Like, what even? Okay. Show dialog pointer. Tick to show an effect can be to show an effect. Okay. Why would you toggle this off? Like, this is what most of these settings are. Okay, display HUD, that's understandable. Okay, let me just... Okay. Toggle display. See, this is understandable. Enables being able to click close to execute. Okay. Okay, this is starting to make sense now. The close cap. What? Oh my god, what the frick? Toggles the corner graphics element overload. What the for the again, what? Why would I? Oh my god, there's so much. This is the problem I have right now. It's either overwhelming, which is a bad thing, or it's very good, and I have to play the game to find out. But I just need to share my first impression because there's way too much. Okay. Okay, I guess. Oh my god. No game that I know has a setting that does this. What? Show only critical. What? Oh my god. What? What? What the? See, again, like, it's a mix of, holy shit, this is granular, and, oh, this is understandable. Like, oh my god. See, all of this makes sense to me. It's very granular still, but it's like, oh my god, there's way too much. Okay, so this was just 2 pages. There are 6 pages. Holy shit. Okay. Video. Double original fill. I'm going to mess with this later. That sounds okay, so there we go. Pixel size. Actually, they do tell you. Change the scaling. The box, I mean, I guess it's accurate. It's just it's called a viewport, but whatever. Okay. Higher size means sharper image. May reduce FPS. Higher size. Wait, why would... Is it just like that thing that Bugfable did with the oversampling? But in a pixel way? Is that what's happening? That's interesting. Okay. This, honestly, is a setting that more game needs to put. To be able to turn off the screen shake. Like, way too many games do not have this setting, and it's actually very easy to implement. So, this makes a lot of sense. Speed lines. Toggle speed lines. Okay. The environment particles. Wait, what? Toggles the weather effects. I'm trying to understand the purpose of these ones. Because I know there are particles and visual effects. I understand this, but... Toggle the ambient lighting. Wait. What happens if you turn the... Oh, okay. That's just the whole page. Okay. So this one is a bit more normal, I guess. Oh, whoa. This one is oddly short. I don't know what's happening anymore. Okay. Gamepad, attack charge. Oh, it's just basic controller setting. Oh, this is interesting. So, they did what Bugfable did, except, ironically, Bugfable had more settings about this. Okay, that's ironic. Because Bugfable had Xbox, PlayStation, Switch, and then they even had other style, like GameCube ones, or things like you could toggle, you could mix and match them. Although the one thing with Bugfable that they didn't do right is they assumed a certain configuration. So I guess But yeah, that's interesting that Bugfable ended up doing more on that one. Okay. Control. Oh god, oh god. Oh, it's just an input reminder. It's just an input reminder. Holy shit. There's like 4 shortcuts. Holy crap. Okay. 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 For an input reminder, I have to say, this is extremely detailed. Because I bet you that I could do most of these on Steam input, which is why you don't... It's not something you typically see. Like, the fact that you can bind the 4 cardinal directions like this, usually that's not something that you see. And again, if I absolutely needed something like this, I could do it with Steam input. But it is interesting to see how insanely granular this is. Oh my god, okay. What is this? Assists. Okay, 1 second. I need to read with the thing. Was designed with challenge in mind, however, this makes the game. So you can... Huh. So, not only they give you insanely granular option, as we've seen here, they actually give you accessibility thing. My god. Although I will say one thing that I don't know if I'm a fan of. Usually when you put scalars that are this granular, it can be a bit overwhelming. That's one thing that I'm noticing sometimes. Like, I get why some games do this, but it is overwhelming. Because, I mean, let me try to change it, how much it goes. Okay, it goes by increment of 5. So I have 5 choices here. But here's the thing, like, it becomes a point where the differences between, let's say, 180 might not be obvious. You know what I mean? Like, there's a weird level of granularity that you have to hit with these. So that's why it's not my favorite way to do scalars, is when you do this. But here's the thing. For accessibility, it's actually better that you do it this way. Because from what I'm assuming, I mean, I went to all the settings. There isn't like a tiering system. Like, this is why I like a tiering system better. Because it configures it. There's not really much you need to do. You just need to select the tier and that's it. For accessibility, it's a bit different because the needs of people that would need this would change more. So here you would want granularity. But like I said, it's just interesting that you get this much. Okay, I even read the other two. Receive damage, enemy attack frequency, and puzzle speed. What is this? Are there on a timer? The speed or increased duration of puzzle elements is... Oh, timers! So there's Swiss timers. How far can you go? Okay, can you only go to 50%? 20%, holy crap, okay. And then this, 50%. But it goes to... Okay, there's still 5 steps. God. Okay, so it's actually not as granular as I thought it would be. It's still granular. It's probably granular enough, though. Man, this is probably one of the most interesting settings UI I've ever seen. Holy crap. Okay. What's likely going to happen, by the way, because usually... Whoops. Sorry about that. Usually, what I end up doing is I end up configuring my stuff to what I think I'll need. However, there is way too much here. What I will very likely do is play the game, and as I play, I'm going to mess with these settings to say, okay, this is what this does. Do I want this? And stuff like that. But my God, I don't think I played a game where it's this insanely granular. Because the fun thing is, only a couple of these that I could identify. Well, obviously this tab is accessibility. Obviously there's that. But not the vast majority isn't necessarily accessibility. It's more preference. So I'm just really curious what I'm about to play that requires this insane level of customization. So yeah, this was my first impression. Just wanted to get this out there. I might put this on YouTube for fun. But yeah, anyway, bye.